Hey everybody, Michael Snyder here, California Weather Watch. Today is February 1st, and right now we are looking at the infrared satellite imagery. Here you have the state of California out over the Pacific Ocean. Storm developing here, going to move mainly into the Pacific Northwest, but it's going to bring some strong winds up across Northern California and bring some of the frontal system all the way down towards the Bay Area and some of Central California. Some snow to the Sierra Nevada, the higher terrain in Northern California as well. And then a potentially stronger storm looks like it's on its way here, and we will go ahead and take a look at that as we look at the weather models here in a moment. So taking a look here, this is the state of California, the NAM 3 km, 2-meter temperature, which equals surface. And you can see pretty chilly air across some of the valley here all the way down and some of the higher terrain, especially the Sierra Nevada. You can clearly see it there, the terrain feature. Put that into motion. You can see the warm up that occurs today up into the 50s nicely across much of the valley here. Some of Southern California getting a bit warmer, even towards 70 degrees down there. Cool down again overnight tonight, again below freezing a little bit for some of these areas out there on in through Thursday morning. So heads up for that. And then you can see the warm up occur even better as we go through the day Thursday. And then you can see some modification of these temperatures here as we go on in through Friday. We don't really drop below freezing in the valley on Friday morning here, and we warm up nicely as we go on the day through Friday. But we've got a storm system on the way that we're going to talk about here in a moment. And you can kind of see it here in San Francisco, 24-hour precipitation amounts here. And you can kind of see this bump here as you go through the day of Friday. And then again, as you go through the day Sunday here, a couple of rounds of rainfall coming for the Bay Area here. And we'll show you where this cutoff is going to be as far as how far down south it's going to move across the area. Look at Los Angeles. You can see a few ensembles pick up on a little bit of rainfall here with that first frontal system, but shouldn't be much of an impact down there. However, the stronger storm as we go on into the weekend here looks a bit more favorable for bringing some bigger amounts of precipitation down through the Los Angeles area shown there. Now this is total precipitation in inches. This is hot off the presses, the 12Z European run. I'm going to update that and make sure all the information is in there. Put that into motion. By the way, 12Z is 4 a.m. so that's been running since 4 a.m. this morning here. Put it into motion here. You can see that system move across the area here as we go on in through Friday, but it kind of dies pretty quickly once it reaches the Bay Area. So you see it doesn't make much headway down into Southern California here. Continue that into motion. Next storm system arrives, and you can see it targets the Sierra much better here. Sierra Nevada there, some of Northern California, especially the coastline, some of the Siskiyous up here, the higher terrain out there across California as well. So that's the storm we're watching right now. Might bring another nice round of snowfall for the Sierra Nevada, help build up some of these reservoir levels out here across the state as well, and hopefully bring some snowfall out there for Utah and Colorado also to help with the water flow in the Colorado River back towards Southern California. Now taking a look here, this is Mount Shasta we're looking at, and you can see the bump as we go through Friday, and then again this weekend here with a couple of decent rounds of snowfall going there. Much welcomed as always. Truckee Tahoe Airport here, you can see that second system is more favorable for some pretty big snowfall amounts there showing up. The mean is right around a foot, and the control even shows more than that, up around 15 inches there. So nice snowfall event potentially coming to some of the Sierra Nevada here coming up. Now let's take a look at the map and put it into motion. You can see this low pressure system develop and move up towards Vancouver Island here, casting that frontal system that dies quite rapidly once it gets past the Bay Area shown there. The next storm is here, and it has a stronger gradient on the south side onto the Oregon coast there, and it does bring this round of precipitation across the state, almost down to Southern California, just a bit there. It is showing some precipitation down there, but a pretty good slug of moisture moving into the Sierra Nevada here, as well as the Bay Area, Northern California again here as we go on in through this weekend here. And then what happens after that is still kind of up in there. There may be a system that comes out through the 10-day period that starts to get close again, but right now it's purely in fantasy land. But we do have a strong storm system coming in here this weekend that we are watching as shown there. This is the GFS. Let's see what it shows. This is the global forecast system here, global forecast model, and this is the USA model, and you can see the second system there. It is pretty dynamic here on the GFS as well. Pretty good precipitation amounts coming across the Sierra Nevada, Northern California, mainly Bay Area northward here. As you can see, we're going on in through a Sunday and Sunday night by that point here, toggling back and forth there. And then looks like some high pressure built in for a few days here, and then maybe another system after that. But we'll watch that as we go. This is maximum individual wave height here. I'm just kind of showing you that as this system moves by, it's got some pretty good wave action, mainly again, Central California northbound there. And then a stronger swell reaches. It moves all the way down the Southern California coast towards the Baja peninsula down there through Mexico, then on through the extended. Look at this swell showing up here as we go on into the 200-hour period there across some of the Northeast Pacific there. So yeah, the wave action is going to be off and on across the state here, but this one right here is worth watching. This one's going to spread all the way down through Southern California here. Pretty big wave heights there in Northern California as well later on into this weekend. This will be Sunday night, about 10 p.m. shown there. Now this is looking at 6 to 10 day temperature outlook here. This would be February 6th to 10th. You can clearly see California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, they're included in that below average temperature outlook there. This is 8 to 14 day. Again, pretty good signal there for southwest. This is the 8 to 14 day precipitation outlook, mainly bullseye in the Pacific Northwest, but it does include the entire west coast of North America here. Again, this would be February 8th through 14th shown there. Now, this is an experimental product here showing the risk of heavy precipitation is there as you go out through February 11th through 14th there. So we're going to watch out for that system moving through there in the 10-day plus time period there. This is that risk of heavy snow February 8th through February 14th shown there across some of the Sierra Nevada, including the Intermountain West. Of course, that would be very beneficial for the Colorado River running out there. Now taking a look here, risk of high winds. There is a slight risk there for February 11th through 14th. This is just an experimental product the National Weather Service does here. Monthly temperature outlook. This came out yesterday as well. This is for February of 2023, and you can see that bullseye over Nevada and some of the Sierra and California there does exist for the month here of February. So hopefully we'll continue to build up some snowpack here across the west as we go on in through the month of February. This is a current condition look at the water supply reservoirs here, January 31st. You can see, look at Shasta's almost getting up towards this historical average. Remember, it was down towards 33%. I think that was late December. So doing well for a lot of these reservoirs out here across the region. You can see there's still a few of them that are below their historical average, but hopefully these couple of systems can help out with some of those here as well. This is a nice diagram here from, or graphic here from Los Angeles Times here. It shows the water use in millions of acre feet here from the Colorado River and where it goes. Colorado, Wyoming, Utah, New Mexico, Nevada, Arizona. There's California gets the biggest portion of that water there. Some of it does go off into Mexico too. But nice graphic here from the Los Angeles Times there. As you can see, why the Colorado River is so important to the state of California. It shows up nicely there in that graphic. Now, you guys can check your local National Weather Service offices, but they do have storm spotter training available at these individual offices here. This one's for Eureka, California here too, but you can go get trained and everything out there too. Email your local National Weather Service there. But anyway, yeah, we're going to get a couple storm systems through the state of California here, and we'll watch this again tomorrow. We have another full day to look at that, at least this first system here, and then we have a couple days to look at that next one that might move into the Oregon coast and bring an even stronger system down here through California. So we'll watch that over here the next couple of days. So anyway, yeah, click like, subscribe if you haven't, tell your friends, whatnot. Let's get this channel, known across the West Coast here, so we can notify people of what's going on weather-wise. Just kind of give you a general awareness of what's coming and the timing of it, and then you can kind of consolidate your forecast yourself by looking at National Weather Service office forecasts and whatnot, or checking back here daily. So anyway, yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day, and we'll do this again probably tomorrow. I'll talk about California either in a broad forecast that encompasses the entire West Coast, or I'll do individual forecasts again tomorrow. But one way or the other, we'll talk about these storm systems coming in as we go on in through this weekend. So I hope you guys are having a good day, and I will talk to you guys then.